the California Lottery. It's the biggest money game show on earth. The Big Spin. Here are your hosts, Pat Finn and Miguel Alejo.
Good evening and welcome to the final episode of The Big Spin.
Yes, folks, after 23 years, we are packing up the wheel and moving on.
But tune in next week, same time, same channel, for the California Lottery show called Make Me a Millionaire. It's going to be an incredible show, so make sure you check it out.
Tonight's show will be devoted to some of the most memorable moments of our run.
You know, since its inception in 1985, the lottery has contributed nearly $21 billion to California schools out of total sales of more than $56 billion. Retailers have benefited too, earning $3.6 billion in compensation since 1985.
The Big Spin has been a big part of all of that, giving away just under $1 billion to its players over the years. Because of this, the Big Spin has changed the lives of many, many Californians.
Well, tonight we'll visit with some of those lucky Californians, as well as look at clips from the past 23 years of the Big Spin.
First up, we want to show you a collection of some of the biggest winners the Big Spin has ever seen. Take a look.
And here comes the family. Come on up. Come on over here, Jim. Come on over here. Come on over here. $1 million!
You just won $3 million, Alfredo! Congratulations!
Man,
Oh my God! $2 million! Brenda, you won $25,000. Maria, $25,000 for you.
Oh, there's that pretty million we want to see.
It's $1 million! You just won $1 million! Congratulations! Bring the family out here! Wow, how exciting! Man, where's it gonna? Yeah! It's $1 million! Come here! You just won $1 million! Congratulations! Where's it going? Is it gonna stay? We need it to stay there for 5 seconds, and you did it! You just won $1 million! I'm so happy for you! $1 million! $1 million! Alicia, congratulations! You just won $1 million! How does it feel? $1 million!
You got it. $1 million, Rustin. You got $1 million. How about that? How about that?
Wow, the happy family! You just won $3 million! You're $3 million winner! Thank you for your official! You just won $3 million! I am so happy for you!
One of the things I regret about not getting a chance to do the show anymore is I won't have my kids teasing me about the fact that I yell, "You did it!"
Well,
like
wait a
that.
minute. I like this one when the wheel's kind of slowing down. You go,
Yeah, it's like-
and I'm like, what is he doing? It's
I get so into it. I get so excited for the
always that
contestants.
same position when you kind of see it fall. So intense, that.
I love to see people win. You know, we're now going to meet one of those lucky Californians we told you about whose life has been changed by the Big Spin. Meet Maurice Wiley.
I had just left Inglewood High School, where I worked as a guidance counselor. Long day, stopped to get a few items from the market, and those lottery tickets I decided to pick up. And when I saw spin, 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 I couldn't believe it. I took early retirement thanks to the Big Spin, and in doing so I'm able to go to the community and encourage the community to help in providing scholarships and funds for our teachers in the school district.
Maurice, on behalf of the California Lottery, I am proud to proclaim you a hero in education.
With the California Lottery, I feel that I have been able to and will continue to touch thousands of lives.
Come on! Right in the middle, right in the middle. $100,000.
Thank you, California Lottery.
That's one of the other great things about this show is we really had a chance to honor the heroes in education, the people that were making a difference with our kids in the school systems. Maurice, such a perfect example, winning the money, then using that money to make a difference for kids.
I was truly inspired after every hero in education that we had on the show, weren't you?
Yeah.
Like it made you want to be a better person, a better parent. It was just an amazing thing that we would do on the show.
And you really liked it for the autographs of all the celebrities that came on, too. I know
That was fun. Well, when we return, we'll take a look at the changing looks of the Big Spin from hosts to sets.
And we'll meet another Californian who won life-changing money here on the show.
Stick around. The history of the Big Spin continues in a moment.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're still watching because this is a show very special for us. This is the history of the Big Spin. This is our final show, folks, and we're spending this evening reminiscing about the past 23 years. Now, I've been hosting the Big Spin for the past 10 years, but my co-host here has been doing it for...
Well, I've been on the show for the past 16 years, and this show has seen me through 4 pregnancies, and Lord only knows how many hairdos.
All right, let's take a look back at the folks who've had the honor of hosting the Big Spin.
Alrighty, welcome back to the California Lottery's Big Spin. This is only the beginning because every time you play the lottery in the weeks to come, you have the chance to become one of our new grand prize finalists.
And you know, this new set is for our new host.
Oh, you did this just for
Yes.
me? Well, thank you very much.
I didn't.
Congratulations to you.
Nice to meet you. Well, Rich and Gene, who's going to be here next week?
Well, Jeff, next week we have spinners coming from all over the state. Gene, how about starting us off?
Okay, Rich.
Not only do they win the car, they also win $12,000 to cover taxes, insurance, all that kind of stuff, so they can just drive off down the road. And if you folks are ready, we're ready.
I've been in good company, I would say. Great guys, right?
Yes, you have.
I have.
And I remember Pat's first day on the job.
Me too.
Please say hello to my new partner, Pat Finn.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It is so exciting to be working with you, to be here with the brand new set.
You think this is exciting?
Yes.
Wait till you start giving away money. It's like addicting.
Really?
Yes.
I've been rehearsing. I've been giving money away to all my friends all week just to
I gotta hang
see
out
how
with
it
you
goes.
all week.
You know, I was so nervous that day. I think I was more nervous to work with you. You know,
With me?
Well, you'd been around for so long, and you'd gone through all these other hosts, and I knew I had to do a good job.
Personally, I miss the highlights.
The highlights of my hair.
Well, you know what? I'm not the only one that's gone through countless looks on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Our Big Spin set has 2. Take a look.
So a lot of sets over the years and a lot of sets of lives changed over the years. I especially like this story. This woman had her husband's life saved because of her appearance right here on the Big Spin.
And we played what you called Scooter. This little ball came down and he went around and around on the table, right? And I said to Scooter, "Come to Mama." And Scooter came to Mama. And then I spun the wheel and I hit decision at that time. And it was for 50 grand. And I'm going for it. I probably would never get up here again, so I did it, and I won $1 million.
It was great. I started crying. We really needed it at that point because I had a heart bypass in 1993, and it just completely destroyed my health. 30 days in the coma and stuff, and I didn't think I was going to live, but it all turned out real well. Thanks to her winning that money. Because if we didn't win the money, I don't know what we would have done.
I bought those 4 tickets on that day, and God was looking over me, because if it hadn't been for the California Lottery, I don't know where Louie and I'd be today. I really don't.
Wow, you know, it's really been amazing to be a part of all of this. Up next, it is more of our look back at the past 23 years of the Big Spin.
Stick around. There's a lot more to come right after this. Don't go away. Welcome back to the history of the Big Spin. This is our final show, and we'll have a lot of thank yous at the end of the show. But somebody I especially want to point out is one of the hardest working people on the show, Randy West, our announcer. Randy has done everything from The Price is Right with Bob Barker and does the live show in Las Vegas and all these different things. But when he's here, he not only announces for our show, but keeps an entire audience of people amused in between every commercial break and excited and jumping up and down. And just what's made the show special is definitely Randy.
He truly has the hardest job here. You're amazing, Randy, and you will be so missed. I love you. My big bear.
Well, I'm not going to miss him because I'm hiring him to come over to my house every once in a while just to do applause and jump up and down like this.
Calm down, Pat.
We are looking back at some of our favorite moments from the past 23 years here tonight.
Yes, and now let's meet yet another Californian who came to our studio and left with a life-changing amount of money.
All right. Let's find out how much money. Whoa, it's going to take 5 seconds. And you just won $1 million.
As I was scratching the ticket, it was about 6 a.m. in the morning. I just had my first cup of coffee, and I just about fell out of my chair. My wife lives in the Philippines, and she works as a senior accountant and a bookkeeper for the school district that her mom teaches in. After winning the lottery, it's made a big difference on my relationship with my wife, as far as meeting her needs to come over here and meeting the needs of a few other family members in the Philippines. We've found somebody that will build us computers to provide for the middle grade and the senior grade classes, about 50 computers, I think. So to have this money come in is really a blessing. So it's really an awesome privilege, and I'm very humble to be able to do that.
You know, Alana, I love you, honey. Mahal kita. You know, I just told her I love her in Tagalog. You know.
What a beautiful love story. You know me, I'm a sucker for those.
I do know that, yeah. You know, in the past 23 years, we've featured all sorts of different games on the Big Spin. Here's a look back.
This is going to be fun.
Just one space away from the finish line as you move ahead. 1, 2, 3 spaces.
All right, David, pick 2 numbers, please.
Dos números.
El 2 y el 12.
2 and 12.
2 and 12. Those are your 2 numbers. Now, when I said it all depends on you, this is why. If you match $25,000, that's what you get. Match 40, or match 2 wheels, you go to the wheel. But I can offer you $40,000 right now, David. $40,000 to forget about the Super Scratcher board. What do you think you want to do?
He wants to go with the numbers.
Let's take a look at 2. 2's a bonus wheel. Looking good so far. Let's see what number 12 has. Number 12 is a wheel. Okay, David. You're heading towards the wheel.
Here's how the game is played. We have a brand new Ford Mustang convertible. They have the aforementioned keys. They get to walk over there with Mike Elf, put the key in the lock, and if it opens the door, they win the car. It's that simple. Yeah! That opens up the door to the car. How about that?
$17.50. Elliot, gold. Congratulations. Robert, $2,000. Barbara, what you got? Barbara, gold.
Here comes 7. There's 8. If it stopped at any point right now, you would do it, Barbara. There's 9. Is there a 10 in there? There is a 10. This next is the crucial one, because if she pulls that out and something comes out, you're out of here with $5,000. Nothing comes out, and you get a chance to spin the big wheel for up to $3 million. Cool. We want gold in the lead, but at least 3 gold will get you the $250,000. Oh, ooh. I see 2 gold. Can we get another down there? Oh, almost. All right. You just won $175,000.
you think I could get my hands on some of those old games? It would make some really fun toys for my
It'd be
kids.
a fun party room.
Yes.
You know, all kidding aside, and we'll say more about this at the end of the show, but the people at the Jonathan Goodson Productions are brilliant. When you think about coming up with game year after year for this show and all the other shows that they've done over the years, they've come up with some stuff that's really creative. It's fun to watch. It's fun to participate in. Had people go out and buy lottery tickets. So, you know.
Made you wear tights. I mean, that's brilliant alone right there.
Let's not talk about that part. But just really acknowledge the fact that that we've had the honor of working with
such talented people.
Yeah, really amazing people.
Yeah.
Stick around, folks. The history of the Big Spin continues in just a moment.
Welcome back to the history of the Big Spin, our very last episode. Well, we have been spending the evening reminiscing about some of the most memorable moments from the past 23 years.
And now we want to tell you about our favorite moments. Actually, when the producer asked us to select the favorite moment, I think it was nearly impossible.
But one great story I remember is from Clarence and Trika Barnett. You remember them? A father and daughter who both appeared on the show, Trika in 2005 and Clarence in 2007.
Triple! You just hit triple! Trika, congratulations, that's a triple!
It's going. Where's the landing? Get ready.
You just won $3 million!
Thank you!
Trika, congratulations!
Oh my God! You are a $3 million winner!
Clarence, it is so good to see you again. Last time I saw you, you were on this stage and we were all celebrating.
The
$3 million win of your daughter.
That's correct.
Yeah. There's the footage. You're at $65,000.
I'm gonna quit.
You stop right there? Okay. Congratulations.
Well, that is our show, but before we go, I want to say a few things. You know, when I first got hired to do this show, they told me that I was only going to do the show for 6 months. And I thought, oh my God, I'm doing a show for 6 months. I won the lottery. For me, it was like winning the lottery. It was such a blessing.
Meanwhile, 16 years later.
16 years later, and it truly has been such a blessing and such a wonderful match for me because...
It's okay to be upset.
I know. Because I'm such a dreamer. I think I'm the biggest dreamer there is. And being a part of a show that just makes dreams come true has been so amazing and such a great match for me.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons that I've loved working with you, because you are a dreamer and because, you know, I love possibility. I love when you can see somebody's life change, and we saw it happen week after week with people standing right in front of us. And that's one of the great things about the lottery is people get a chance to literally change their lives. And at the same time, all the money that's going to the public school kids because of the lottery, it's just been, I don't even know how to say how grateful I am and how blessed I am to have a job like this. We've had an incredible crew. We tape at KCET, and literally the best crew in the business working with us here, from stage manager through the entire crew, camera people.
Rob Fiedler, our voice from above. You're just such a class act. I loved working with you. You really are.
And speaking of class acts, I've got to say this, is that, you know, there's so many great people at Jonathan Goodson Productions, but Alan Solomon is not only brilliant, but a gentleman. And we've worked with so many great producers over the years, Peter Shankowitz, Joel McGee, and Sharon Lord. Yeah, so we've had the best time doing that. And I really have to say thank you to Jonathan Goodson. You know, Jonathan is one of those people that has grown up in the game show business and really gave us the opportunity to do what we love. He is great at what he does. He puts together a great team of people, and I just wish him and his entire staff all the luck in the world to continue doing what they do well, to live their passion in life. And if there's somebody that we forgot to mention, I apologize, just because it's a long list and there's a lot that we're thinking of here. But thank you to everybody, especially the California Lottery, for making this show possible all these years and giving us a chance to participate in it. And I tell you this, that if you tune in same time, next week, same channel, you're going to love what you're about to see with Make Me a Millionaire. So please enjoy that show. We'll be watching and buying the tickets. We may be on that show as contestants.
I don't want to forget Abby and Kati, my makeup and hair. Thank you so much for making me look like I'm not a mother of four. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. So, and the last thing I'll say is I appreciate the lottery lets me sign off the way I do, where I say peace and blessings. You know, not everybody would let you say the word blessings on a show, and it's just really great that they let me be that expression of myself, because bottom line is that's what it's all about. That's why we're here. And so, as they say on the award shows, thank you, God, for all of this. So, peace and blessings, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Love ya.